Brandon Royval to Ode Osborne, those really tall, lanky guys that are able to fight so much longer just because of the way that they're in and out. They'll split the stance. Great footwork across the board. Swift inside leg kick right there from TJ Salas, just misses.
Keenan Davis doing very well with the feints, throwing the teeps, finding his range.
He's switching up both stances already, which, you know, I mean, we've said it ad nauseum in previous shows, but seeing amateurs who are so dexterous and fluid from each side and their ability to move those hips it's really and truly, that's something that we didn't see even just a few years ago.
That's the evolution of the sport, Kurtzy. You cannot be a one-sided fighter anymore. You have to be able to fight from both stances. Nice knee to the body. Salas was calling for a cup shot, but not giving it to him.
Salas returns a knee to the body.
The old outside trip.
Very interesting that Davis is pushing in for a grappling exchange here, being the longer fighter. Salas drops in for the outside trip, gets the single, picks it up.
He's gonna look for that trip coming off of this.
Keenan Davis doing a good job defensively, fighting the hands.
Good job getting that foot to the mat.
Starting to make it uncomfortable right now.
Good
rotation off. Scores off the break.
Good low kick there. Good low kick in the clinch. Very just engaging.
Hey.
Those don't feel good.
Definitely not. Did look like TJ Salas was able to check that last one. TJ's corner asking for him to do damage off of the break, but quick double jab right there, pumped from Keenan Davis. High kick blocked by TJ Salas. We saw Salas shake out the arms a little bit.
Wow, and we are already out. The first round is done. That was so fast. Kurtzy, who would you give that round to?
It's a tight round.
It's a tight round.
Both guys had their moments. I would probably have to give a slight edge to Keenan. But again, it's really that round is potentially a toss-up. I think that you give the slight edge, but it also could have very well, just depending on how the judges scored a couple of those sequences, could have gone TJ's way. I think that in terms of the volume, I think Keenan might have landed a little bit more volume. But again, without having the data right here in front of us and without, you know, having to score direct, it's really, who knows what the judges are going to score that as.
Yeah.
I guess in short, didn't necessarily see it as a clearly definitive, absolutely, yes, it was this guy.
Yeah.
Both guys had their moments. It's one of those to where if you're in the corner, say, hey, we might not have had that one.
Got to go out and get it back in the second round.
Especially with the title on the line.
Yeah, that's what Salas is going to have to do. He's going to have to throw punches and bunches to get on the inside. You know, he wants to live in that boxing range. Right now he's getting put at kicking range, and that's a credit to Keenan, but that's not where Salas wants to be.
Little switch high kick there from Keenan Davis.
Nice 1-2 down the pipe from Davis.
And I like so far what Keenan's been doing in this round, using that teep as his rangefinder and also keeping that distance.
Yeah, eventually Salas is just going to have to bite down on his mouthpiece and throw some heat. He's got to
Just
get
a
some
little
respect
question
back.
mark kick.
Yeah, quick
Love
one
it.
too.
Love it.
Love it. Yeah, this is where you definitely want to bite down, throw some punches and bunches. This is an amateur title fight. This is where you're going to decide, is the professional ranks right for you? Is this your next step to becoming professional? As Davis just lands a nice outside leg kick.
He goes back to work in the body. Guys, it looks like TJ Salas might be getting a little bit fatigued. He's shaking his arms out now twice and took a deep breath just now.
I think he's getting frustrated too, and that can add to your fatigue.
But he's throwing hard.
Yeah, he's just got to walk with those punches and get into the range he needs to be in.
And that's where it's such a difficult thing for him with those dimensions, right? Because he's also going to have to punch up.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, but when you're uncorking heat like that, you're still a live dog in the fight.
Absolutely.
But more and more as those strong overhands swing and miss, that's going to add to the fatigue factor, though, too, as well, those big swings and misses. Can you speak to that a little bit more, Cody?
Yeah, I was going to say, the more you're missing big and getting hit in return, the more tired you're going to get more quickly. People come in with great cardio. There's a great body kick. People come in with great cardio, but when you start getting punched in the face and you start missing big and when all you're throwing is power, that gas tank and that power bar gets zapped pretty quick.
These guys are having a little conversation.
Yeah, they were having a few words in there.
If you watch Keenan, nothing he throws is overly powerful, but he lands, I'd say 80% of what he throws, and he's always in balance. So that's why his gas tank is lasting him a long time here.
Good 1-2 right there.
Oh,
another 2-punch
down the pipe.
But yeah, that's what I want to see from Keenan right there is cut the cage off, don't chase.
Yeah, Keenan's doing a great job of mixing up his speed and his power, right? Like he'll touch you, and then throw a big shot, and because of that, he's landing. Whereas Salas is just power, and it's easy to see that coming, so he's having a hard time landing.
It looked like at a certain point in that second round that Keenan got into that flow state and just pretty much everything that he was looking to work through was finding its mark. Like Josh was saying, about 80+% were, even if they were just touched, those touches add up.
Yeah, and that's a round that I think that we can kind of give to Davis because we see a little bit more action, a little more kind of confidence coming out of him. He's landing more punches. You can see Salas getting frustrated. And I mean, if I'm in Salas's corner right now, you gotta be going. You gotta go for broke here. You gotta bite down on your mouthpiece, and you gotta throw with some bad intentions.
Certainly. Now, me personally, I feel like that was pretty definitive for Keenan in that round.
Yes.
But he could be up 2 rounds. It could be 1-1. Either way,
I'm saying
if I'm
it's
his
1-1
Vinny Lopez as well as Cody.
Yeah,
you need to go out there and you need to make this definitive. Right back to pumping that jab.
There we go. Nice come out with Salas.
Salas has that sense of urgency that you were just speaking to. And Salas secures the takedown.
Takes his back. Oh, he has the choke.
Looks like it's on the chin, though.
That's on the chin,
he needs
but
to fight that top hand. Yeah, there he goes. Now, if I'm Salas, I'm transitioning to a short choke right here.
You gotta transition. Correct, Cody.
Right now, Keenan is doing the right things. He's looking into the choke, and he's fighting that top hand.
It looks like Salas is squeezing.
Good transition to the body triangle, I think he has.
It's definitely cranking like crazy, but we already mentioned the fatigue factor for Salas. Now that he was not able to secure the choke, what does he have left in the tank, folks?
Yeah, he was squeezing hard on that one too.
And then if you're Salas, you need to try to work to a side right now. You're really not going to do too much work if you're flat on your back right now with his back mount. I like to see him work over. He's got that body triangle in place. I would love to see him try to rotate over to his right side and start to work for something. Great move right there by Keenan Davis to go to body triangle side down.
if I'm Salas, I need to at least get one hand free so I can strike. You know, do a little bit of damage, try to open something else up. He needs to work on getting at least one hand free.
And like you said earlier, Curtsy, that the first round's kind of a toss-up. We don't really know who won that one because there was no definitive answer who won. We had an answer in the second round. The third round so far, we have Salas taking control. You got to see a sense of urgency from both guys.
Yeah, it's tight right now, but again, you know, I mean, yes, this is a dominant position on the back, but aside from the neck crank, we haven't seen another submission threat from it, and it's just kind of a stalemate with the hand fight right now. Again, he's flat. TJ Salas is flat on his back right now. Not going to find a submission from being flat on your back. You just have no room to really stretch or extend on that choke, even if you were to find the throat.
But such a short round.
Hey, you might lock up the time right there, but, you know, just like we said, I mean, if you're down 2, are you willing to just play the position game?
Correct. And that's where that first round comes into play. Great fight from both guys. Keenan Davis just told Salas that he broke his toe. I remember him looking down in the second round to his foot, wondering what happened. He just told him he broke his toe.
Hey, that's a gamer right there, though.
That's a gamer.
Because he smiled and talked right through it. He's like, nah, I'm good. It's going to be interesting to see how the judges score this contest. You know, it was a very well-fought battle between each of these two competitors here. I will say that, you know, TJ Salas definitely had his moments, and in that third round where he needed to come out and have a sense of urgency, he answered the bell and responded to those commands from his corner over at Jiu-Jitsu. Was that enough to overcome the first couple of rounds from Keenan Davis? We shall know shortly from the judges, and we will see who is walking away with 12 pounds of metal strapped around their waist. Raw reaction. Cody, who do you have?
I gotta go with Keenan Davis, man. I think he was busier on the feet. He definitely lost the third round, but I think he did enough in the first and the second to get the victory, man. I really do. And again, he looked so much more improved than the last time he fought. You know, he's a fun kid to watch. You can tell he's putting the work in the gym. And he kind of, like you said, he doesn't take any easy fights. So his record is super misleading. I think he's super talented, and I'm excited to see where he goes from here. Great fight by Salas too. I don't want to discount him at all. I just think Keenan did enough to get the job done.
Hey, both guys put it all on the line.
Your judges have reached unanimous decision. All 3 judges scored the bout 29-28, declaring your winner the unanimous decision and new champion fighting out of the red corner, KEYNAN.
And Keenan the Future Davis scores his first amateur title here with Colorado Combat Club.